till I depart March into my international conferences. I will be impacting the gifts of ascension into dimensions of the spirit, because that's currently what the Lord has called me to do from now till March. She's there. I open it for him.
Perfect day, saints. Perfect day, Papa and Mama, with the born servant, Pasterjohnanosike. My name is Gina Matebula. I actually come all the way from Johannesburg. I was actually hiding myself throughout the congregation. I didn't actually want the man of God to see me, but in the spirit, he actually located me. By the moment when the born servant actually went on the 40 days fasting, I was actually in Joburg, because I'm actually the person that connects through online, and I was caught up in a vision where I saw myself. I was actually in Limpopo, but it was my other home in Bulukwane, and then the man of God was actually in the wilderness. He was like his John the Baptist, as the John the Baptist was actually the one paving the way for Jesus Christ. Now the man of God actually was the one that was paving immortality for the saints to be captured into the realities of God, into the dimensions of the Father.
So who am I? I am not different from John the Baptist. John the Baptist was sent to preach and prepare his generation for the coming of the first Son of God. I am the voice of him that cries, prepare ye, ecclesia, prepare ye, believers in Christ, for the revealing, for the manifestation of the sons of God.
The man of God was actually preaching, and he was crying out with a loud voice that I actually saw when I came here. It's like a roaring lion, and then he was actually telling and instructing his saints that they should actually go to their hiding places. And to my surprise, my hiding places was actually my home, and I got into my home. When I got into my home, I was actually instructed that no one should talk, no one should murmur. And as I was actually there in the house, what happened is that demons were released. Small demons and big demons, they were released out to the world, and they invaded our world. It's like a fire that came from the cosmos, and it's like the government actually influenced that destruction to mankind. People were screaming, they were gushing out their teeth, seeking for help. But in a moment when I actually gathered all my family in one place, and I actually instructed all of them to actually keep quiet, because this moment, it does not require anyone to talk. It wants you to actually you're not even supposed to speak with your heart. You're supposed to, it's like it's a silent place that you need to be. And I actually see that anyone that actually talks, those demons would take the person, would actually eliminate the person. So as I instructed my family members, we were quiet and we slept in a room, and each and every person had the moment to be captured to the realm, so that the destruction of the world should not come near them. And I actually happened to be the first one to be captured to heaven. So through a thin air, it was like it's an air that goes up and down, and I was caught up. I couldn't see myself, but there was a voice in a man that I actually could not see by that moment. But he called upon my name, and I I actually transitioned through that air, that thin air, and I was caught up into the earth, to the heavens, and I was actually reserved for the moment that the destruction was happening to the world, and I was brought back again through that thin air. It's like my spirit moved out, but my whole body actually went throughout the air, not just my spirit but my whole body, and I came back. And when I came back, now it was time for my family members to actually go through the same thing as well. And one of them was actually murmuring, and I had to shut them down. I was like, do not talk, because if you can talk, you're not gonna reach this immortality where this destruction is not gonna hit you. And then they also were taken into heaven, and then they were brought back. And once everyone was actually brought back from my family, they actually, someone I know that died from my family came out. It's like, I was like, hey, what happened to you? Why are you brought back into the second life while your previous life was not actually in the good standard of God? And she was like, God actually perceived and granted mercy on me that I should be granted the second life. And behold, the voice was like, this is the second life. It has now begun. And the lady from my neighbor actually started singing like an angel, and everything was cleared up. The atmosphere got cleared up. The fierce fire that was around the world, burning in the atmosphere, it got cleared out, and everything came to peace. So that is actually the vision I saw through the man of God.